One of the guys that was brought in that's a veteran, Jordan Hicks, linebacker, 10th year in the NFL, has had, I think it's five consecutive seasons of 100-plus tackles. Hicks talked about his role on the Browns and his impressions of this linebacking core that he's now a part of.
It's one of the most athletic groups I've been a part of. Young, energetic, chippy, aggressive, right? Like everything you look in a linebacker group, that we have it. We just have to continue to build and lead and put it all together, every single day and just, see how we grow.
You talked about sharing your story, being that leader.
Yeah.
How would you describe your leadership style? Like local in that aspect, or do you show by example? I guess how would you describe that?
Yeah, when I'm on the field, I'm energetic, right? I try to bring energy. I think at linebacker you have to. You gotta have energy. You gotta push. You gotta show that you're running to the ball every time. But off the field, it's a lot of big brother style, right? Being more of a mentor, leading by example, but also going out of your way to help somebody if you see something, right?
And Lance, there's that word that you used again with the coaches, energy, and they've been the Browns and Andrew Berry have been very savvy in the veterans that they have brought in. Amari Cooper comes to mind. Now you got Jordan Hicks, a couple of the defensive linemen, the same thing.
The thing I like about Jordan Hicks, there's a couple reasons. First of all, he, again, another guy who's a ton more athletic than I thought he was. He's really good in drills. But more importantly, I think he's the green dot guy, right? He's the guy who's going to kind of keep that defense together. Now, what that does, takes a little pressure off JOK. Been around football for 40-plus years. There is very few guys I've seen move in space like JOK, the explosiveness. So he's a guy who now can focus, get away, maybe extend it a little outside the box and use that athleticism consistently. Tony Fields, Nathaniel Watson, all these new guys, everybody they got, there's Devin Bush. These guys are all super athletic. Hicks gives them the big brother, like he said. And I like what he said, and it's always a term that's used very negatively, and it doesn't have to be. The word chippy. If you've watched the Steelers this week, it's okay to be chippy. You have to protect your teammates, but being chippy to me tells me that you want to make plays and you want to practice hard and you want to do things right. I don't mean take cheap shots, and I don't mean do those things, but that's where the Browns defense, I think, even takes another step, where they get an attitude that they're angry that teams want to play them. Like my dad used to say, arrive at the ball and arrive angry. That's what I think Hicks does. He allowed these other guys to play chippy in a good way, because I think that's the next step for the Browns. They have to act like the Steelers and the Ravens, and the talent's all there, the hard work's all there, and now they got to have an attitude with it.
Yeah, it's expecting to win. When you step on the field, we think we're better than you, and we're gonna go and show you why we're better than you. That's kind of what you're getting at with that definition of chippy.
Oh, there's no question, right? So, I've always said I'm not a big camp scuffle guy, but what camp scuffles do for me, if you see them, they're usually pretty harmless. It's just guys who've been battling each other for days with pads on. They both know what each other's moves are. They don't both know what the counter moves are. They've been going against the same guys for weeks now, and they start to get a little bit irritated. And that's a good thing, because that says you're both working really, really hard. So when I see those camp scuffles and people upset and pushing and shoving, and you don't want to hurt anybody, but it's okay to be emotional. Football's not a nice game. Football's in a very emotional, violent, collision-based sport. So you have to have that chippiness and that confidence to play at a high level.